Hey, breaking news.
What?
Iran, about 5 hours ago, said that tonight a great surprise will occur, one that the world will remember for centuries. So what y'all think they meant by that?
They acting like they want
WW3?
Because the whole war is going on.
WW3?
They dropping bombs off over there in the Middle East.
Y'all been seeing them niggas tweets and stuff? They been out here talking real reckless. And they basically like blame America if we get cracking on y'all. So
they said they tweeting like 2014 King Von.
Yeah, that's
Trump could have prevented all this if he would have pressed on Israel when that first war cracked off, bro.
It ain't nothing.
If he would have pressed on Israel, homie, even though they know they run it, he could have stopped all this, homie.
He can't press on Israel because Israel run him.
I understand that.
They run the U.S.
I'm gonna say this.
He would have been the first
nuclear bombs.
He would have been the first president though against against the Jews though.
He would have been
our military and everything else. The Air Force, anything you want to. The Army is gonna kill all that off immediately. They gonna see one of them nuclears and destroy some shit. So I'm not really even too worried about it. We'll see how it play out. If something does happen, it's gonna be an inside job. And they wanted it to happen in the U.S. Other than that, nobody's coming from nowhere else.
It's about the
No, I'm saying nobody's coming nowhere else and fucking with us in that sense if they want to go to war. Or we have the best everything from the military weapons and everything else. But if it does land here and something happens to America, it was an inside job.
Because there was rumors that they were going to hit New York. Like a lot of that's been floating around that they plan on attacking New York. You know, New York is always the center of attacks. For whatever reason, the super major metropolis city. But I will say, like you said, look at the strings being pulled behind the scenes. We all know war generates money. Mm-hmm. They sell guns and weapons to both sides. So they send your kids out there, you and your kids, to go fight the war, and then they arm the enemies that you're fighting, and they get big money. So all of this is a money play. At the end of the day, when you look behind everything going on with all this World War III and everything that's going on, really pay attention. At the end of the day, and the bottom line, it's a money play.
It's a money play. It's a distraction. And, it's unfortunate because it's more one way to skin a cat. I don't even think it's going to be nuclear bombs that's going to affect us. This is going to probably be something through the computer where we gonna get shut down or something like that. That's the way the cyber war is where it's at. So we thinking of the nuclear bomb coming this way. It could be the cyber wars with the computer where everything gets shut down. Now the whole net is just down. You get what I'm saying? It's different ways to skin a cat. It's like the magic trick. You look right while the left hand is doing something different. You dig what I'm saying? So this is probably part of the magic trick right now.
So are we blinded by the immigration stuff? While they getting ready to
all this is a distraction
with a back door.
Man, listen, we ain't talking about the gas price. We ain't talking about the inflation.
They said $8 next month.
Exactly, bro.
Speaking of the tweets, Iran tweeted a video showing them stroking a nuclear warhead titled Maybe.
Stroking a nuclear warhead is crazy, bro.
Yeah, he's stroking a nuclear warhead. But like I said, they tweeting like 2012 Von, cuz they out here.
Yeah, but this is why it's bullshit. Because I don't feel like this is the medieval times where people set up and you knew you was going to come to war with swords and stuff like that. Majority of these wars, they want the element of surprise.
You go get it cracking, get it cracking. You're like, off time.
But if you are, but they're not finna just let us know, like, hey, we coming right now. Like, they're not gonna do that. They're gonna do something where we don't know. But they try to make it seem like they got people here already. And this is another thing too, why they getting rid of these immigrants and stuff like that. Matter of fact, I just thought about it. Because they try to basically make it seem like you got people from other countries in different places that really be spies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just learning how we move in America.
Go back,
learning how to do
back.
certain things and giving information.
Well, what
back.
they said was a lot of those kiosks in the mall, a lot of them are low-key spies from other countries. Like they military from other countries acting like they working in these malls. Meanwhile, they gathering intel and shit like that. So, dude, you go to Cerritos Mall to get the shirt made for, which is wild because I really thought about this. I went up there a couple months ago and got like 2 or 3 shirts made, and then dude just disappeared. Next thing I know, somebody else working at that motherfucker. Another Pakistani or whatever the fuck they is. Like, damn, where the fuck could go? The niggas speaking Arabic and all that. So now when I seen that, like, oh shit, they might got a point. These niggas come gather their intel and get on.
Yeah, I remember the Soviet Union used to do that back in the day. You know, come over here as Americans and portray themselves as a family and all that stuff, and then report back. You know, that's kind of like one of the old tales that they used to do back in the day as far as war. But I feel like at this point it's gonna be something on a global network where it's gonna shut down the computer system or something like that, where they gonna do some type of hacking where we're not gonna have control of our own systems. I think that's really where it's gonna hit at, because that's how you're gonna affect the whole entire United States. You affect the internet, you affect the Wi-Fi, whatever, the bank system, where you can't access nothing, that's going to cause a panic.
All I'm going to say is if you got them electric cars, you better get off the road in them because them motherfuckers get hacked.
Yeah.
It's ugly for you.
Nah, you're going to be just like that movie. All the Teslas just lined up and started smashing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Leave the world behind.
Yeah.
I mean, they already been prepping us. Planes falling out the sky. Your phone outage going in and out. Instagram going down. Twitter going down. They literally been prepping you slowly for
now
that.
you got brains that was not backed by the American dollar no more. They're trying to exclude us out, man. Like every big dynasty has a downfall, like Egypt, Rome. What is the Japanese? What's the dude who conquered everything? Damn, I can't even. I'm having a brain fart. But
Caesar?
Not Caesar. He was the Japanese, like the Asian cat. The Mongolian.
Did he conquer everything?
Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan. You know what I'm saying? Like every great empire comes to an end, and at this point, this is just signs that, man, Lady America. You know what I'm saying? This may be just a glimpse of, it may come to an end.
America ain't coming to an end.
No,
we got
right now.
Man, we got.
But you just said Israel runs America. You can't say we.
No, for sure.
Again, if
to what degree?
We're no longer
the highest degree.
We're no longer the feared one anymore. We're no longer the ones that, okay, big bag America. Now we kind of looking up now. We no longer the big brother in the school.
Yeah, that's what they tell us.
I ain't gonna say that. I think we still
us.
are, but it's just a lot of inside shit going on where you really can't trust nothing. That's the problem. It's like they telling you, hey, that's the enemy over there. Meanwhile, they behind the scenes, behind the curtain.
Because remember
shaking hands with them.
Because they can say that's the enemy, and then I'm seeing videos of them, the Israel women talking about black men, we need y'all. So, but
this nigga crazy.
Yeah, I've never heard
we
that.
We talking about the politicians.
I know, yeah,
Fuck the
y'all
women.
talking about them.
We
Now,
talking about the
I'm
ones
not
in
saying
charge.
that they all doing. That's what I'm saying. They're basically saying they're lying to you. They're confusing you.